Hi, it's RaDona from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. Today I have Anne with me. I'm really excited. I wanted you to see what I'm going to do with her. She has a little bit of gray hair. To her it's a lot, it's not much, trust me. But I do want you guys to know a 20 volume covers gray, okay? And so I use Goldwell color. This is a 20 volume. For her main color, I'm going to do 4 double N. Okay, so I put the 20 volume in. I'm going to take my 4 double N and I'm going to mix that. I'm going to take the 20 volume again. And for the low lights in there, I'm not going to put as much for the low lights because we are just going to put those through the top so it falls into the dark. I am going to put a 5 RB. And this is a permanent color, just so you guys know. It's Top Chic from Goldwell. Okay, there's the 5 RB here. And then I'm using a 4R. Again, these are Top Chic from Goldwell. Love Goldwell. Okay, so the look I want is this red to be the low light, okay? And the main color is this 4 double N. And so I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to apply this color. Obviously mixing. Okay, now through this top, we want the low lights to kind of be chunky. No, I don't want a ton of chunk, not big pieces. But what I'm going to do is explain the look I want. And then of course when we dry it, you'll be able to see. Okay, I'm going to come up here in this crown area. Okay, I'm going to take this 4N and I'm going to color down this way. I obviously have my gloves on. Okay, now what I'm going to do is come through and take, you know, a thin slice here. Okay, I'm going to do a medium weave, which means it's not just tiny little pieces. That's a fine weave, or a way chunky weave is a lot bigger than this. So let me turn you guys so you can see that. Okay, but see that hair that I put down, I'm going to put the color here on that hair that falls out of this part that I have weaved, okay? Then I'm going to take my foil. I always like to put my comb behind the foil, fold the foil over my comb. I'm going to hold this tight, this hair, put the foil in, pull this back, then I can take my comb out. When you pull this back, that holds tight. Now I am putting my 4R and 5 RB, and I'm using a 20 volume on this. Okay, so you can see that I have done a medium weave on this. Now, a way you can get a chunkier look that's not way chunky, because she doesn't want like way chunky, but she wants them noticeable. You are going to take two different sections here, side by side. Okay, so when that falls, that's going to be a chunkier look, but you're not taking the whole piece of hair to color. Okay, so again, I'm doing a medium weave here. Okay, the hair that falls down, I'm taking the 4 double N because this is my main color that I'm going with. And I cover this. Okay, again, just wrap that around my comb, pull that down. Now I'm putting the 4R and 5 RB on this section. Okay, then I just take both sides, do that over. Okay, now in between, I'm going to take a section. Okay, this section is all 4N, okay? So I'm gonna put this here. And the reason being is because you want that dark in between these low lights so it shows off the low lights. So you're going to just color all of this section. You can leave this out here. I'm going to use just a tiny bit more. No, that's good enough. Okay, so that's about 1/4 of an inch in between. Okay, now this, again, I'm going to do a medium section. I'm going to push this hair down, color that with the 4N. And then I'm going to take another foil and again for the low light, do the 4R and the 5RB. And again, you're going to want to do 2. If you want it a little bit thicker, you can go 3. But with Anne, and we're just trying this the first time, I'm just going to go 2 sections, you know, of the low lights together to see if that's thick enough for it. I don't want to go like too thick for her. Okay, so again, that hair that's out, remember, you put that main color, the base color, which is a 4N, on this area. Okay, now another foil. Okay, now, okay, this is my second foil here. So again, I'm going to take about 1/4 of an inch here with my main color, the base color, which is a 4N. I'm going to go up this strand here. Okay. This will be really pretty when it's dried out. I can't wait to show you guys. And then I'm also going to do a video on her cut. So look for that. Okay. Again, here's a section for her low light. Which this red is going to stand out, you know, in the base color, the 4N. This red will stand out, so that is definitely what we are wanting for that to show. Okay, again, wrap around, pull down hard there. This is the red. And I'm sure you guys you obviously know that the red goes inside the foils. Okay, medium chunk here. Just make sure you get down in between each, so you can see how I'm going in between there. You want to make sure everything's covered really, really good. Okay. Again, foil over, put the red. Okay, red here. And I just flip both sides over. Alright, so I've got the 2 foils. Now I'm going to take that 1/4 of an inch to just do the dark. So you can see, you know, the dark in between those reds. So it's going to be the dark, and then it's going to be the two foils of red, and then we're going to go dark, you know, in between that, the 1/4 inch, just so it gives it that different definition in between. Then remember the hair that goes back, don't forget to paint that with the 4N. Okay, red here. All right, and then I'm going to show you guys with the front what I'm going to do. So we have one more foil of red. Make sure to get, you know, close to the sides of the foils. Make sure you just get all that hair really good. Okay, so this is the last foil of red. And then the front, this here I'm going to do with the 4N, just all of it. I usually like the base color in front with this dark, just because I feel as if it shows off the low lights better. That's just a personal opinion that I have, but I do like the dark in front. Okay, now after you have that top done, then I'm going to come over here and I start with my sides. You're fine. Okay, then I'm just going to take sections here, about 1/4 inch sections. I'm just going to take the color this way. All right. See how I just go to the base there and then just bring it out through the ends. Okay, then I do the other side here the same way, but I wanted to just show you how I do this back part so you guys don't get bored, and then I'll let you go. I just bring my color brush here and I just flip these foils over that, okay? So this back part, same thing. Just bring your color here. Just go through the ends. Flip that up. See, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm just going down. I do the other side first usually. Like I said, I just wanted to show you this back part. See that? And then you just go down. Then I go down here and here. Okay, so go ahead, check out the look when we're done, and I really appreciate you watching, and have a good day. Thanks. Hi, I'm RaDona from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. So I have Anne. We ended up coloring her hair, and you'll be able to see it you know, better when we dry it. But anyway, I want to just show you her cut. So she has been growing her hair out from really short. What I'm going to do is just bring this up a tiny bit, and you can see it's pretty bulky back here, so we're just going to take a little bit of the bulk. She doesn't want it way stacked, but she does want some of the bulk out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is have her put her head down, and then we are just going to take this just a tiny bit. Like I said, she's trying to grow it out, but you know, we obviously want some shape to it. Okay, so then when you get to the side, you're going to want to hold the head straight. If you don't, then you are going to get a short front when you lift the head up. So just make sure that the head is up when you cut the sides. Okay, now combing this down, I'm just going to connect this. You can see that guideline right there, okay? Make sure the head is up. Just trim these sides in. Okay, now I'm going to take from ear to ear, and I'm going to take this section and pull it up. Okay, I'm going to take this section right in the middle. I'm going to pull this out. You can see the length right here. I'm going to pull this out, and I'm not going to go straight this way, 90. I'm just going to come off a little bit here. Okay, and then on this right side, I like to go from the middle to the right. So I'm going to take this next section here, hold that out, and underneath this hair, you can see that guideline. Okay, so I'm just taking all this hair from this side straight back. Okay, and taking that length. Okay, now I'm going to go to the left. Same thing, you can see that guideline underneath. Okay, and again, I'm just holding this up straight back. And then, of course, I hold here to make sure those are even, which that feels good. So I'm going to take another section here and take this top up. Okay, see that guide point right there? That's the guide point, okay? We're going to line up there. And take that section. Now I'm going to the right. I'm point cutting into this also, if you can see. And I hold my scissors on my ring finger. Okay, I just take that next section, go from the guideline up. Okay, now I'm going to this left. Guide point there. Just take that corner off. And that's the bulk that we are taking out, is that corner you can see that we cut off. Okay, again, I just hold out here, make sure we're even. If not, just go back and make that even. Okay, again, I'm on this middle section. I'm taking that out. See, there's that guide point. Take that corner off. There's that corner, and you can see this layer up here? I'm just going to connect that, so when you dry it, it all blends, okay? Again, I'm just going to hold this straight out, take that corner, make sure that layer comes back, connect this layer to your layer here. See that corner? It's really kind of fun when you get in here. You can see what you're taking out. But yet you're connecting those top layers with the bottom. Okay, you can hold these out. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just trim this top layer, okay? Here, I'll come on this side so you guys can see. Just gonna trim this little layer here. Because we connected it all with the back, but I just want to trim that tiny bit there by holding it straight up. Okay, now I'm going to turn her this way so you guys can see. You can see how that was bulky through this area, and now that's fun. She still has that length, but yet it's kind of taken in a little bit there. Okay, now I'm going to take all this top and come straight across here. I'm just point cutting into it. Okay, her whole sides I'm going to hold straight out. Okay, and I'm just going to take these ends because she wants her front long. I am going to trim her bangs a little bit. She's not, well, when I get there, I'll explain it to you. Okay, so I'm just holding this out, just trimming the ends here. Okay, so this is where Anne parts her hair. Okay, on this side, I'm going to come in. She wants some around her face. She doesn't want it so heavy. She wants it a little bit, with a little bit of movement. So I'm going to come in around her cheekbone, and I'm just going to open and close my shears. Very little motion, so you don't take big chunks out. So just do a little soft motion. Okay, now her bangs, she feels like they're just kind of hanging here. See how they're kind of all one length? So what we want to do is we kind of want to start up around here, so it's on a slant, okay, a swoop bang. So we're going to come in about right there, and I'm going to start open, close my shears, little movements, and start to angle that down. Okay, now once I get that, then I'm going to come this way with my hand, and I'm going to open and close my shears up to that point. Okay, and now I'm going to connect that side here. And I love to cut this and make sure it's even, but I'm going to be honest with you. I love to dry it before I take too much off. Then you can see how it's going to dry and where it's going to be. And then if you need to take more, then you can take more out after that. Okay, then I just make sure my sides are good. Okay, now we're going to texture up through this top, and then we're going to dry it. I'm taking my texturizing shears. You don't want to go into a part, or you're going to have little pokies. Okay, and you can see where it bends, that's where it needs to be lifted. That's where the heaviness is. So you come in here and open and close the shears. And just make sure you don't go near a hairline or a part. Okay, now, just gonna comb that out. Okay, now Anne, she has fine thin hair, so what I'm going to do is use, this is Add Volume from KMS, okay? This is a root lifter. So I'm gonna come up here, I'm gonna spray this in her root areas where we want the volume. Okay, then I'm also gonna take the Add Volume. This is the mousse. It gets on the hair shaft and it swells it. And so for fine hair, this is a really good volumizing mousse. Okay, so I'm just putting this all over. Okay, now I'm going to start drying. Hi, I'm RaDona from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. So we have Anne, and I just dried her hair. The color ended up being really pretty and shiny. Okay, so what I'm going to do, she does want her bangs a little bit more angled. I had angled them in the cut video. So I'm going to just show you guys how I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to come around this way. I'm going to start up a little bit further. See, open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. Okay, so that's angled up there. And then I'm going to come down here, and you can see the guide point here, and I'm just going to cut into this hair up to that guide point. Okay. Just going to hold this down, make sure everything connects here. Okay, I'm going to turn her to the mirror so she can see. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Is that better? Okay, so now that's just more by her eyebrow, so she can just kind of push it to the side. Okay, and what I'm seeing is, since this shorter here, I'm going to come a tiny bit shorter over here. Just to kind of even that out a little bit. And then this, another thing that I wanted to tell you guys too, is when you're growing your hair out, if you do something fun around your face or something, it's going to feel more stylish, you know, because you get into that mode of, ugh, I'm growing my hair out. I'm going to chop it off, you know. So if you do something fun like this around your face, that's really going to help the process. Now what I'm going to do is add, this is Distortion from Ice. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. And come this way. You know, if you want, you can take the flat iron, you can take some pieces up through here, do them kind of, not flipped, but just kind of out so it messes this up a little bit, or you can have it down like this. Just play with it. Do you want yours down, or do you want me to flip some out?
Flip some out today.
Okay, we're going to flip some out today and show you how to do that. So just take your flat iron. So towards your bottoms, you're just going to take this, and like I said, don't flip out, but just barely take this and kind of come straight with just a tiny bit of a flip, okay? And then this way, this is just going to kind of change this up if you're sick of the whole just under look. You can come back through this back and kind of, just to make it a little bit more messy. Okay, and then this side, same thing. You can just come and bring this down through these sides. You can flip it a little. Like I said, you don't have to flip it, but it's just going to give it that just a little bit messier look. See how cute this is over here, just by flipping some of that out. Okay, now I'll show you this side. Okay, now that we've flipped some of this, just kind of out a little bit, you can have some down, you can have some to the side. Then I'm going to take some more of this Distortion. So see, I've got just a little bit more. I'm going to rub it until it's clear. Okay, and I'm just going to take it through this. That's fun. I'm glad we flipped it up a little bit just to change it. It's fun through this front. Just come and piece the bang area out. Okay, and then he's so cute. Her son come with her today. He's been so good, but he is ready to be done. Huh, sweet boy. Okay, now I'm just going to tease this area a little bit up through here, just to give it some body. If you want yours not as full, you don't have to tease it. I do like to spray underneath, just so it stays in. Okay. All right. Smile pretty to the camera. You're done. No, I'm just kidding.